So this story is going to sound insane, but please bear with me. Before I knew I was pregnant, I had these deer following me. And I've told this story before, that it was just really odd. At first it was a male deer, then a female deer, and then like the baby showed up. But it wasn't a full baby. And I saw them for a while. One night during this journey, I was walking home and I felt like I was being followed. And I even like recorded my phone to see if I could see someone, and I did see someone. Like behind my shoulder type thing. And it just didn't feel all the way right. So I look up and I see my dear friend. I see just the male, not the female or the baby, just the male. And a few minutes later, of this deer like walking with me, the feeling of somebody behind me disappears. And you could say, oh, it's just a coincidence, they had somewhere else to turn. But this is a long strip. There's not really anywhere else to turn. So tonight, this is the first time I've walked home or walked to my bus in a while, because I have some joint issues due to the pregnancy that walking a lot just kills me. But I don't have any money for an Uber right now. It's complicated. So I'm walking and I see my dear friend, which I haven't seen him in the mornings for a while. I normally walk here in the mornings, but I don't walk home because by the time my day is done, I just can't. So I see my dear friend and I gotta take a picture of him, but he moves, so I can't. I'm like, all right, cool. We're not there. But then I felt like I was being watched. And I look over. This is a senior home next to me, so I'm not like super worried out. I look over, there's nobody there, but this other side is a walk path that is surrounded by trees and in general creepy things. You can't tell if someone's over there, especially when it's late. And that's where my dear friend was staring. So I'm like, let me just walk fast and keep walking. But then my dear friend darts across the street in front of cars and everything into that path. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, man? Calm down, don't get hit by a car, please. But then all I hear when he's standing on that side is something running away. So I don't know if there was a person there, or maybe a bigger animal, or something scary, but he scared it off. And then he just like kept walking on that side. I just heard something behind me, and I don't think there's anything behind me. Oh my god. But so I think my son's like spirit animal is a deer, because that's the only explanation I have. Gotta cross the street to get off my... Because, so like I said, I think my son's spirit animal is a deer, and it only makes sense. They were following me a lot before I knew I was pregnant, like before I knew to keep myself safe. I mean, obviously you know to keep yourself safe, but before I knew to take like extra precautions, you know? And then when I did find out, they kind of eased back. I guess they knew like, hey, she knows now, she's fine. And then it just seems like whenever I feel like I'm being followed or something just feels creepy, they show up again. And I don't think this is deer weather. Like, it's March. Should deer be out right now? I haven't seen them since November. But then again, our weather is so fucking weird. I can never tell what animals are supposed to be out. Like, the geese are still out. Nothing is flowing south for the winter. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so I think a deer is my son's spirit animal, or his guardian, or whatever. If someone who is spiritual or anything along those lines knows what a deer means, let me know, because I'll probably look it up, but I'm curious.